Next up, I want to show you all another tool we're going to use. That is the pen tool here. And what it allows you to do, it allows you to create free-form shapes, organic shapes, just draw shapes that you may need that aren't available here. The way it works is you select the pen tool and you click. What it does, you'll see that point. It creates a point or a vector. So I click the mouse, it creates a point, I release the mouse, drag the pen tool somewhere else, and it will create a line. If I click again, it creates a point and connects those 2 points with a line. And then I can click and drag again, or I can drag it, position it, click, and it creates another one, and it creates another one. So that's really just click, move the mouse, click, move the mouse, click, move the mouse. Then what I want to do is I want to complete that shape. Okay, I want it to be a solid shape. Right now it's just a line. So when I want to complete a shape, I need to connect the last point drawn with the first point. What I do is I hover the pen tool over the first point, and you'll see that little circle pop up on the right. That means I'm going to connect that line at the end and create a shape. Okay. Now this works the same, in color-wise, it works the same as any other shape. It's got right now a fill color of white with a stroke of black, so we can go ahead and change that real quick and do that, and let's go ahead and give it a larger stroke. It moves just like everything else. You can squash it, stretch it, whatever. You can reshape it this way. You can, again, hover to get the double-headed arrow and rotate. Okay. But what you can also do, and you can do this with any shape, is you can reshape it by using the direct selection tool. And what that is that if you click on that, that will now change the display here, and you can see all these points are highlighted in blue. So if I click on one point, just click on it, all the others turn back to white. If I click and drag, I can move and reshape these individual points. Okay, so that's a quick way to reshape something. Okay, now what we're doing right now is we're working with angular lines. What I can also do with the pen tool is create curved lines. So I'll get the pen tool again, and sometimes this is really tricky for people, the way this works, but if I click, and instead of releasing and dragging like that, if I click and drag with the mouse button still down, you'll see these little handles come out. Okay, so if I do that, and just click and drag out some handles, and you'll see it starts to curve as I drag it out. I don't get that straight line. When I click again and drag with the mouse button still down, it creates curved shapes. Okay, and as I'm rotating this point by dragging the mouse, I can see those handles rotate, and I can see the curve change directions. And it'll also show me a little preview of the curve. So I then can go in and, just like the other shape, if I want to connect it, I can click and drag, and now I have a curved shape. I can get the direct selection tool. Again, here it's the second one. I can click on a shape, and I can move that to reshape this. Okay. What I also get is when I select a vertex or a point, when I select that, I'll see these handles pop out. Not only can I move that point, but I can also alter that curve by dragging these handles. I can drag them out one at a time, or I can drag them in, and that will change the shape or the kind of the degree of the curve. And that applies to everything. And as you see, as I drag this handle here in closer, that curve almost falls completely away. So I can use that to create tighter curves by just kind of coming in on that. Okay. So that's something you'll want to know about the pen tool, is you create your objects by clicking and dragging and connecting those points, and then you can change those by dragging these points. All right, so that's the basics of the pen tool. We'll get into some more of it here in another video, but sometimes this tool is really tricky for people to learn how to use. I want you to make sure that you get comfortable with it, because it's kind of the key to really learning how to use Illustrator. So that's the pen tool. All right.